Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another indie game review by the Swedish Wargoat. Dude, Where's My Beer is described by its developers as an old-school point-and-click adventure game about finding an old-school pilsner in a confusing world of unnecessary craft beers and snobby hipsters. This game was released on the 5th of November for Mac and Windows with a price of €12.49. As a 30-year-plus beer lover and drunk, I like the premise of the game and can relate, as the protagonist also is a socially awkward person who can only talk to bartenders and drivers while sober. As I start the game, I see a bus cruising and then see the word Bussterminalen in the background, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, we're in Sweden, the land of the beautiful and the brave! But no, a couple of seconds later, I see the despicable words of Welcome to Oslo printed on a sign. So, we are in Norway, the country I'm currently in exile in. And well, there's nothing wrong with that, except for all the northern mountain monkeys running around on the streets, plus the fact that everything is so goddamn expensive you just want to kill yourself. It also smells of rotten dead fish, microwave pizza, and oil absolutely everywhere. Well, anyway, the protagonist gets off the bus and states that he is in a desperate need of a pilsner after the long trip and that he needs to refresh himself. The bus driver informs us about a bar just close by, and by chance, the protagonist apparently knows the bartender there. Good old Carl, he says. So we enter the pub underground. The bartender there is not Carl. Instead, it's some hipster dude with a man bun on his head. I ask him if Carl is around today, but the bartender doesn't know who Carl is, so our protagonist points to a picture of Carl on the wall and says, that is Carl. The bartender goes like, oh, that old guy that used to work here, he had to go. And he explains that he was let go because of his old age. Our protagonist quickly concludes that Carl was 38 years of age, and the bartender is like, yep, not too good for our crowd. Damn it, so I make the protagonist ask for a pint. The bartender says yes, a pint of what? And the protagonist just wants a damn pint of beer, and he says, just a pint. And the bartender is like, yes, but what kind? And he's like, a regular beer. And the bartender with his hipster man bun, you are not making any sense, what do you want? Goddamn hilarious if you ask me. Goddamn beer hipsters and their fancy-ass beers and fancy-ass IPAs and all that stuff. So, our protagonists ask for a pilsner just to find out they don't have any. Goddamn beer hippies. The bartender also informs us that the other bars most likely won't have any pilsners either without any luck. Goddamn hipster hole. The whole premise personally pisses me off, cause I goddamn love my pilsners and this in-game hippie wannabe bartender shithead says no. This is so frustrating and annoying as the bartender gloats about them having 6 beers on tap and 256 different beers on bottle and asks me again what I want. I want a goddamn pilsner, but I ask for a beer with pilsner taste. Once again, the bartender denies my request. I can personally feel my heartbeat start to race. I just want a goddamn pilsner, the greatest beverage in the world. So I order something that isn't weird tasting and get served their least popular drink that nobody orders cause it has so few reviews. Hipster place as it is. The drink tastes like shit and I am asked to pay €24 for one lousy pint. 1 pint in 7 liters is about half a liter. This country and the prices in it are for me, as a Swede, absolutely disgusting. And Sweden is an expensive country with high alcohol taxes compared to countries like Germany and, for example, Poland. So, the outrage is enormous, my heart pumps. Half a liter of crap for €24 when it shouldn't be more than like $2.50. God damn it, this is an outrage. The bartender agrees with me and informs me that this is the cheapest one they serve. But I drink it and go from sober to a bit tipsy according to a meter up in the right corner of the screen. I then ask the janitor next to me if he's a janitor, which he is, and then ask him if he knows where I can find a pilsner, and the janitor responds with that he hasn't heard that question in years. God damn it. I leave the bar and start to feel something strange happening to me, and quite fast I can also see that it has happened to me before. That is, I am becoming sober. And that's the first 7 minutes of the game. What we have here is a small point-and-click game filled with humor and love for beer and hate against the beer hipsters, the contemporaries, the so-called metrosexuals, and all the gentrification going on in the world. There are different pubs to visit in this game, amongst them a metal pub where the bartender laughs at you while asking for a pilsner and drops a snarly comment like, ha! A pilsner! What is this? The 90s? Ho ho, goddamn asshole. The soundtrack overall is chill with mostly some jazzy tunes but also other good stuff. The script is funny with clever jokes and other fun stuff, but it should have been proofread as I noticed some spelling mistakes and grammatical errors during my playthrough. This is a sweet nostalgic little game, but this game also makes me feel kinda old as I both love pilsners and because I laugh at all the 80s references, etc, etc. One of my biggest issues with this game is that it's way too short. I finished it around the 3-hour mark. It is also very linear, where solving one puzzle opens up the next, and so on. So, the score for Dude, Where's My Beer ends up on 7 out of 10. There's not enough beer, not enough scenes, not enough dialogues, and it's way too short in every way, even though I really enjoyed myself during the playthrough. I would have loved Dude, Where's My Beer if it would have been at least double as much content. Anyways, I'm looking forward to future games from these fellows. Have you played Dude, Where's My Beer? What did you think? Please leave a comment, and if you enjoyed my review, please press like and subscribe for more indie games. Peace out!